everyone and welcome to Blunt. I'm Gigi.
And I'm H. So, without further ado, we're going to pass over to the panel to introduce themselves, what they do, and also whether they're in a relationship or not. Whoever wants to take the lead on that.
So I'm Noah, I'm 27, I'm single as fuck, and I'm a songwriter.
Hi, I'm Christina, I'm 25. I have Hinge on my phone, but I'm single. And yeah, I'm social media manager.
Cool.
Hello, my name is Helena. I'm 25 and I'm a lawyer and I'm in a relationship.
Wow. Hi, my name is Tommy, 27. I'm a dancer, model, and I'm not single.
You're not single?
I'm not single.
Taking bacon, yeah?
Taking bacon.
Cool. Happy with it?
Very happy with it.
Fantastic.
I follow him on Insta. He looks pretty happy.
Okay.
Happy.
Cool. Fantastic.
All
So,
of us are happy on Insta.
yeah, I know. It's the highlights, isn't it? It's the highlights. So let's get into the game of it, which is talk or choke. And the premise of the game is we will ask you a silly question and you answer. And if you don't want to answer, you take a shot of Tabasco sauce. Shout out Tabasco. Right. Go on, take the lead.
Alright, so I'm gonna ask first. What's the most embarrassing sexual experience you've ever had? Give me the shot.
You guys?
No, I'm not saying it. It's really embarrassing and I don't want to embarrass the people as well, so.
For you guys?
I need alcohol, I'll take Tabasco now, but I need alcohol to let that
Okay, cool. We got two on the
I
shots.
told you I should have taken the Jägermeister shots, but...
Yeah. Christina?
I will not tell you as well.
Yeah, just
So,
Come on.
So shot.
What if we don't actually have one?
If you don't have one, then you don't have one.
You
innit?
never had like a...
That is so much cap, we all know
I
cap.
I know
I
capping.
swear, I've never had like.
always is good.
Always is good.
No, it doesn't always have to be good, but it's just nothing that was embarrassing, innit?
Yeah, there was
You
nothing
understand?
embarrassing, like, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, so I'm with that.
I wish
Two of
I
us,
was.
nothing embarrassing.
No, I'm
She's
taking
got the
shot.
shot ready.
I'm taking
Okay, here we
shot
go,
already.
guys.
Come on.
Alright.
You're the only one who's gonna talk.
No, I've got no embarrassing moments.
I wish
Yeah,
I
I
came
know.
up with that outlet.
Yeah, but
I've got no embarrassing stories. Like,
No, seriously.
I feel
Like,
like you have many. He's like...
I'm
Okay,
just gonna drink Tabasco.
3,
Alright, cheers.
2, 1, shot.
Oh my god.
Put it away.
Oh shit.
Suckers.
Gigi's shaking.
I know.
No, I'm gonna.
Imagine having the nerve to say you want to pour them shot
This is
glasses full.
cheesy.
Oh no.
Yeah, oh, yo, that would be...
Imagine the
That's
nerve.
burning.
Okie dokie, so, okay, question. Would you be in bed with... What? Your sister's got some mad handwriting, you know.
I know.
Okay. Would you rather be with someone that's good in bed but ugly, or someone that's handsome or good looking or beautiful, whatever you want to say, but shit in bed?
Good in bed, 100.
Good in bed but ugly, yeah?
Yeah.
But remember, he has to walk next to you and people are seeing that. That's romantic.
Listen, if you can't satisfy me there, no, it cannot work, bro.
I mean,
it
Fair
cannot.
enough.
if the head's good and it's good, like, I
Okay,
don't care that
fairs.
Sex is more important.
Sex is more important.
Yeah, I will also go for bed, so no matter how he looks, what people saying, but
Yeah,
you
it
can
doesn't
go in bed
matter. It
and
doesn't really
just-
matter about how someone looks, though, right?
Yeah.
I like that
Okay,
answer.
you know.
And if the sex is good, you're just not good.
Yeah.
Notice this
Yeah.
anymore, you
you
know?
Yeah.
work on the sex, do you know what I mean?
Thank you. I was just gonna say.
That's
I was-
true.
I was
That's
gonna say
true,
that.
that's
I want
true,
a
yeah.
10-10 girl, and I don't want her to be good at sex. If she's like fucking me like a porn star, I don't want to be in a long-term thing with you because you're too experienced. I don't
Was
want to be like
relationship
that.
in the question?
I want to be your oyster, right? Okay, I want to be your oyster to the world, so I can teach you what I like and make it better for me, and vice versa. But if you're pretty, you're pretty. Mwah. So for me, it's pretty on the outside, shit sex, but I will improve you. So
That is a good. I can't lie. I can't argue
cool.
with that.
Let's go. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree
Because
with
you
you,
can teach
yeah.
I'm
people.
fully respect it.
No, that
yeah,
makes
fair.
sense as well, but no, I cannot even start loving you if the sex is shit.
If the
I don't
first
know,
time is
I don't
dead,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, the first time, we're not gonna meet again. Alright. No, trust me, we're not gonna meet. Okay, what's the most illegal thing you've ever done? Give me the shot again, I'll go to jail for that, 100%.
I
There's no
also
way,
will
yeah,
not
on
answer
the
this
whole card
question.
I asked you to answer. You can ask anything. Don't ask that question. I'm sure you
Maya.
Yeah, I knew Tommy would have a shot here as well.
Ain't nobody leaking
Can I have
over
some
criminal
juice, please?
convictions today.
What about you girls?
I will not answer, no.
Okay, who's answering? Christina?
I did nothing illegal.
Cap. That's
Do you
no
want to tell
way.
you?
Nothing.
I did.
Never been drunk on the sidewalk.
You're a lawyer. You
I
got
Hey, now come on, no, not stuff like that. Come on.
I know that.
3, 2, 1, shot.
Woo!
Oh yeah, you're not drinking.
Oh.
Woo!
You look really red.
Woo! How was that for you
Lie.
guys?
After shot 3, they get better.
I know. That one was better than the first one, actually.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I've got a sick one.
Don't even do this.
Tastes alright.
All right.
We're Asian. We like the spice, right? That's it. Energy. Energy. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, this is
We like the
not
spice.
bad.
Right, guys. So let's get into the topic, which is, does your social circle affect you, and if so, how?
Tommy. you
First,
start.
get the polls out. Get the polls out so we can
Alright,
see what
cool.
people have said on Instagram. If you can just give us like 1 or 2 words or phrases that sort of sum it up, and then from there we'll break it down and go into detail with that. Yeah. So we've done the Instagram polls that some of you guys have responded to. Let's see who voted.
So 75% voted for yes, 25 for no.
Okay, 75-25. Okay.
In every way conceivable. I don't even know what does that mean.
In every way conceivable, like in every way you can think of, it affects your life, right?
That's
Okay.
our only answer, by the way.
That's it.
So,
Guys, you can do better than that. Come on, write in the comments why and how you think your social circle impacts you and affects you. Right, let's go with you guys first of all.
let's start from Tommy. 'cause
Yeah, let's go from Tommy. Yeah.
Why-
I said you
why-
guys. So I'll keep
Come on,
open.
man. You're too quiet.
Yeah, so it does. I think it does affect you in a big way because obviously, see when you're out, what your friends are doing.
Yeah.
Obviously, so if we were friends,
Yeah.
you know, we'd go out, and if you was acting a certain way, it'd look bad on me, right? And vice
course.
versa. So I feel like you can get judged from who you're hanging around with always.
Yeah, but
Okay.
not only being judged, but like, do you think they have an impact
Yeah,
on you?
of
Like,
course,
Right.
because
you're
some
gonna end up doing the same shit.
yeah, you can end up doing the same
Cool,
shit.
cool. Let's just hear
together.
the short words and then we jump into like breaking it down and we will argue. We will fight.
Okay.
We will argue. Not you, just like there will be arguments.
What do you think?
I believe social circle, it what forms you, so 100% it has impact. 100.
Sure, for you guys?
I agree as well.
Yeah.
It does.
I agree, but I also think you are the one who are choosing the social circle. So
Yeah.
it has effect, but you can also choose which effect it's gonna have because you choose with whom to talk, with whom to spend time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, to bounce off of that, I think that the common saying, you are the output of the 5 closest people to you, or the people that you spend the most amount of time with. So, like you said, if you're with a type of people that are focused, doing their thing, whatever, then you're having a positive effect on yourself, right? Or if you're with a group of people that are always drinking, whatever, negative influences, then you're becoming like them, right? So it's, you choose what effect you want to have on you. For you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it has an impact on you. 100%.
Cool.
I never used to drink that much, and since I live with my best friend, it's just we're constantly drinking. Like, I'm turning into an alcoholic, so it does have an impact on you.
Yeah.
I need to cut this bitch off. You know? I'm joking. I know her. So.
No, I think it's more than that. It's not just, so if you're with one friend or 2 friends, right? They drink and whatever. You get desensitized to it, and it's not like they're influencing you to drink.
They're
They're
not
not forcing you to.
but
Exactly. They're not forcing you to, but because it becomes the norm for you, and as humans, we want to fit into the groups that we're in, right? We want to fit into the groups that
Yeah.
we're in, so we start to
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
up their traits, pick up their behaviors, and habits. So yeah.
What about you, Noah?
I fully agree. The more people like the people that you spend the most time with, as H was saying, they're the ones that you pick your personality traits off. It's not just that. It's what I've noticed, and especially in my friendship groups in the past and current. You pick more off of people that you spend time with early in the day compared to late in the day. For example, if you were to live with your friends, you're going to pick a lot more traits off of them. However,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
if you live with, for example, your parents still, you're still going to be acclimatized to waking up, maybe having breakfast on a better time, maybe going to work a bit like early. For example, like my parents have got traits that as they work from early in the day.
Right.
So I'm usually an early riser.
Right. Okay.
Whereas I know that I've been on holiday with my friends. By the time I get home after a week holiday, I'm waking up at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. Like
But, okay, listen. That's 11 in the afternoon is good because
Yeah, I
some people
was
like
gonna
3
say
in
that.
the afternoon, right? Like late afternoons. Look at his face. He was like, "That's me. Are you acting at me?" No, but you know what it is. Like 11 is actually pretty good. It's not that bad.
It's just for example.
Of
Yeah,
course,
but if you
5 o'clock
his
morning
whole life
club.
he's
That's for
waking up
me.
at 5,
But
6,
If I
11
wake
is
up
not
usually
bad.
at 6,
Doesn't
that's
seem-
5 hours of my usual day I've missed.
I know.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Fairs. For you guys.
But
Yeah.
it depends if you're a follower or a leader, though, right?
That's another
Energy.
thing.
Do you know what I
cool.
mean?
Yeah.
You can chill with someone, but are you gonna follow them or are you gonna lead them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
So
Do you think you're a follower or you think you're a leader? Of course, you're gonna say a leader.
I don't know. That's up to my friends to decide.
That's for the peers to
That's
decide.
up to
yeah.
my friends to
That's
decide.
That's for the
cool.
peers to decide. You can't be a self-proclaimed
Nah.
leader. You know, you have to be chosen by the
You
nation.
can still be a follower of leader traits though.
Yeah, you can, but
Can you?
yeah,
100%. For example, I'm not going to be the next Elon Musk. I'm not going to go out and create a spaceship. I haven't got the mental brain capacity for that. But I still feel that from what I've learned and what I've done in my time, I can still lead and help other people down that path that I've got experience with.
sure, yeah.
But where is your following? I didn't get that one.
So you can be a follower by nature. You're a follower because you don't know how to lead,
Alright.
but you have certain characteristics or traits that a leader would usually have.
Yeah.
I'm not going to create something like that has never been. I'm not going to discover something, right? However, if I'm educated in a subject, I can still have people or like lead people in a way to help them improve and provide leadership kind of traits to excel them at the same time.
It
For you
makes
ladies, I
sense.
feel like the ladies have been quiet. Yeah, I want to hear something from you guys.
It makes sense because we don't have to say the Elon Musk. He's the big example.
Yeah,
yes.
for sure.
So, but this is one environment. We have different environments. Like let's say in Tesco shop, there is a manager. He is the leader of Tesco shop. There is like podcast. You guys are leading. So there is different environments, and in each must be one who is leading.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Otherwise, it's not gonna work.
There is a social
Even
hierarchy
at home,
always.
each home has one person who is in charge of everything. At least maybe he or she is not doing everything, but they say, okay, you'll do
You
this.
can
You'll
organize.
do the organization skills. Yeah.
But again,
I think with
leader,
leader. Sorry, carry on.
yeah, but leader, it's sometimes you shouldn't be super talented. You shouldn't be explorer or discover some uncharted water in any sphere. However, you just need to have a good organization skills. So you need to know how to organize, how to delegate certain tasks, and then you will be fine. It doesn't mean that you need to do something unbelievable. You just need to be organized well, and then organize the environment that you are living in.
And at this point, it's very important to highlight we are talking about physical leading, like to organize stuff, like all over, or you're talking about mental things, like mental leader,
But you can be like a leader in one
coach, like that.
situation, but then home in your relationship you can be a follower, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what I mean.
Yeah, anything for
Tommy,
you guys?
come on,
Jump
man,
in.
you're too quiet. I wanna hear you.
She's at you, bro.
You said you're gonna talk a lot, but I feel like it's Sunday, maybe.
Phone just pinged, bro.
It's kinda-
Say something.
Don't know. The girls really put it in perspective, though.
I think it's too easy nowadays to follow social traits. And
Yeah,
instead of
it
stick
is.
to your own principles
Yeah.
and morals.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, why not? Okay, they're doing it. Let me just try.
Yeah.
It's also very good, like, it's important to surround yourself with the right people. Like, if you know that someone's not good for you in your social circle, why are you keeping them in it? Like,
I don't know, but he can be good in a different way, though. He can be a good friend, but he's doing like bad stuff. But at the same time, he's still a good friend. So you can't just cut him off because he's doing certain things. You have to just control yourself.
I'm not necessarily saying cut them off, cut them out completely, but
We'll keep
for
him.
your personal development, your personal life, how are they benefiting you to be in your circle when all they're doing is providing you with negativity in one ear and you're trying to have to deal with that?
Oh yeah, negative people. I don't even have negative people.
But you know what it is? There was to bounce off of what you said, Gigi. I disagree with you. They might be able to help you in one way, but if their negatives outweigh the positives, like in terms of influence on you, you see forensic scientists, right? Their job is to look at dead bodies and work out crime scenes and all of this stuff. There was a documentary that I watched, and it was how they become serial killers. First, they get into the job. They might be a little bit like, the first time you see a dead body, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be sick because it's the first time you're seeing a dead person, right? Over time, you get desensitized to it, and then when you're looking into the case and finding out how this person was murdered, why they were murdered, the motive, and all of these different aspects, you start to understand the killer's perspective. So it starts from intrigue and curiosity. Then you start leading to a point where you get desensitized to everything that's going on around you, and then you get influenced by it, and you start to believe the thoughts and stuff. So if your friends are, for example, giving you, or they have traits that are not beneficial to you and can potentially spiral you downwards, first, you're curious to see what's going on. You stay around it long enough, you get curious, you try it, and you get into it, you get desensitized to it, and it just builds up, and you then become one of those things, right? Whatever that trait might be.
Yeah, but it's easy to say when we are talking about friends. But what if we are talking about your relatives? Like, let's say sisters,
That's my topic.
How are you gonna cut relationship with your sister, brother, or like even parents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
No, let's get
parents.
into that because that's important.
Yeah.
It's not just friends. Social circle includes your family and relatives. Yeah. Let's get into it. You said you wanted to.
Yeah, I travel. I went to Ukraine. I went to Ukraine for Christmas, and I spent almost like 2 weeks with my family. This is my immediate family. This is my parents. This is my sisters, and I felt that my parents, with their social norms, principles, and beliefs, and all this, you know, you have to exceed in your career. You had exceed in your relationship. They put so much pressure on you. Yeah, and this is also this is toxic environment. Then you come, let's say, work to your work, and you start. You not feel right, but this is your social, this is your environment as well. So your relatives, for example, you I don't know, you have the phone conversation with your mom who is living in another country, and then she start putting her beliefs and her feelings and her norms, what she sees that this is normal to you, and you understand this is it will not work here, it will not work in my life. Not.
I had like my dad called me when I was it was specific conversation, and I was looking for a job on that time, and the first question was, have you found a job? Not yet. And you understand that this is hot topic, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, they're gonna keep asking you and asking you every single day.
And afterwards the next question was like, do they hear your accent? Do they recognize that you are not British?
No,
so it's like,
no.
It's, first of all, it's very like annoying question. Second of all, it's like it's not my strong point.
Yeah.
So do they see that you are not British? Do they see that you have the accent?
So he's basically pointing your.
But he is my dad. I cannot change the dad. I have to accept it, and I cannot like say, oh, fuck off, dad. No, I will not say. I have to
cut the
respect.
relationship.
Well, you
Okay, I'm gonna redirect the question a little bit. What do you want your social circle to be? Let's just go around and say just 3 or 4
motive, I don't know.
points. Yeah, just all of us 2-3 points of what you want from a social circle.
Positive,
Let's go.
supportive.
Yeah, whatever direction. Let's go with you.
Yeah, so positive, supportive, and just push each other.
Okay, cool.
Push
Yeah.
each other, but like.
Hold on,
that's too
we'll
much.
fight to it. We'll fight
That's
to
too
it.
much.
Yeah, go on.
No.
Mentally healthy. That's all. Mentally healthy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I agree. Positive for sure, and supportive, and healthy. Even though with my family that's impossible.
You guys?
Honestly, just.
Mind your own business.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of you, friends, relatives, take care of yourself.
You had enough. I can see you had enough, babe.
Okay.
I would say like-minded is a big thing, to have the same morals, same principles. Motivated is another one.
Okay.
You can't just be sitting there on your Xbox all day. You have to have some kind of end
Oh
goal.
yes.
Like,
That's so true.
and I want it to be small.
Small. Okay.
I want it to
Yeah.
be small just because
100%. Yeah.
when the more people there are, the more opportunities for confusion there is.
Yeah. Too many chefs in the kitchen.
Exactly.
100%. I think a tight unit is better than a wide scope. Yes, you have connections and you have friends in every
I have
sphere.
a lot of
but a tight unit where you have each other's back, ride or die. Second, your group that motivates you to bring the best version of yourself out. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what
Like
the
you said a minute
motivation
ago, bro.
and morals-
Bringing out the best version of yourself. And I think, so just to bounce off what Christina was saying earlier, me personally, like you said, your dad would call you to say, have you found a job or whatever, and he's on your case. Me, from my social circle, I want that. And my friends are like that because they know I have goals and they're holding me accountable. Now, I've disclosed to them that this is the goal that I have, right? So let's say I've said to them, I'm going to start my podcast channel. They're going to be like to me, yo, how's it going? Are you on top of stuff? I want them to be on my case because they're holding me responsible if I don't come through. Because if I do come through, it benefits me in the long term. It's for my positive, right? And you said pressure. I think diamonds are made under pressure.
Of course.
And you should go into the darkness of where pressure is because that's where you evolve and develop. That's my personal opinion. Go on, Christina. I feel like I saw it with a corner of my eye. You're shaking her head, so go. I see everything. I see everything. Let's go.
Again, double-edged sword, because if your mom pushes you to, so you are guys dating, marry.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Yeah, this is something that belongs.
So you're
yeah,
25. Where's your children?
This is my mom topic. This is my mom topic. You're 25. You already have more or less. You have your career. So you have the, let's say you have the serious relationship. Children. Where are children? This is not. But she's my circle.
If you even because if you even able because maybe it's about our country or about our traditions. If you even rent nice home, not like, you know, sometimes people rent just a room.
Anything to
like,
live in, yeah.
But if you even rent nice home, but still it's not yours.
Okay,
When you're gonna have yours?
I see your Una, I'll raise you +1. How would it make you feel if they didn't ask them questions? For example,
Thank you. Yeah.
if they're asking questions, it's because they care. From that
That's
point.
true.
Fair
yeah.
enough.
If they weren't asking the questions and they just called you up and just said like,
What did
how
you
are you
eat
doing?
today? Yeah.
Like, did you have a nice dinner? Like, I would rather have the option of my parents or friendship circle calling me and asking me how I'm doing. Am I pushing myself? Am I bettering myself? Instead of asking like, where are we going out clubbing and drinking this weekend? It's a much nicer conversation to have. Like, from my mental standpoint, to know that people want me to do well or are at least interested.
At least that, yeah. Tommy, you have something to say? Or no?
Yeah, so my parents are very like strict. They're always
Really?
they're always on me about everything. Like even like they're in Thailand right now because they're staying until March, and every day like my dad would call me. Like, what are you doing? You working today? Like yeah.
Yes.
But sometimes like it gets too much though.
Yeah. Sometimes
For
it's too much.
me it gets too much because it's every day.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes
I
they cross this fine
understand you
line.
two.
Yeah.
It's too much, but then if they didn't do it,
Yeah, because they want you to do
then
better.
it's like, what's going on here? Do you love me? Like,
Yeah.
but then it's like, yeah. So I think at my age now, I'm starting to realize that it is care.
It's
They
out of a
do
good
care.
place.
It's out of
Yeah.
a good place.
Yeah. But there is the fine line between care and pressure.
Overcare, yeah.
Yeah, care and pressure. So because if every topic starts and ends with the I don't know
With the same-
something big that you have to achieve every single topic,
No,
it's
it's
sometimes
too much.
it's getting too
Too
much.
heavy.
Yeah,
Or
it
it's
puts
like-
too much pressure.
You feel like whatever you achieve is
It's
not
never
enough.
Not
It's
enough.
never enough.
Mm.
Yeah.
More.
But that's what
More,
parents
more.
do. They always want you to do better and better. Like obviously, it's never gonna be enough. I don't know.
But you got to think also they come from a different age, like day and age,
Generation.
generation. So for us in this generation, it's like everything's so relaxed, so
Yeah,
chilled.
so chill.
Like social media can make you a lot of money, but for them it's like well,
Bullshit.
you should be a doctor.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
like,
Ah,
what
that's
are you
another
doing?
thing I wanna
Like, you
say.
should
Yeah.
you should
Be a lawyer.
like who you hanging around with? Like why are you
Why you doing these
yeah
videos every day?
you're posting all these videos. Like where's it getting you
Dumb
and
shit.
stuff?
Outdated perspective
Yeah,
nowadays.
so like it's okay for us to understand their point of view, but why can't they understand?
Yeah.
Our
Because they
point of
haven't
view.
experienced it.
Yeah, exactly.
But we haven't experienced their life, so.
Yeah, so it's different views in your circle.
But you know what I'm trying to learn now? Because I'm trying to learn as well to not give advice, to not ask. Okay, when I know that someone doesn't like his or her job, I know this, and I know that they haven't changed it yet. And when every time I'm gonna call and ask this question, I know that they're gonna feel uncomfortable, right? So if they're gonna change it, they're gonna let me know.
Yeah, they're gonna let
Yeah.
you know.
Right now, I'm not working. Like in the past year, I've just been modeling, a bit of
Yeah.
acting, and now this podcast. In the last month, my best friend comes home every day and she's like, "What did you do today?" And for example, sometimes I don't have jobs for like a week or two, and I'm like, "Nothing." She's like, "Well, are you not gonna work?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Bro, stop asking the same question every day. Obviously, I haven't started a job. If I did, I'm gonna let you know, you know." Or like my parents, they're like, "Oh, leave this, get a real job and stuff." I don't want to waste my time
Yeah.
being a fucking waitress or anything that I'm gonna work outside this industry. I'm not gonna like it because that's what I want to do. And they can't understand it because they want me to have a secure job. But I've had that and I don't want that.
Yeah, that's true.
So they can't see my perspective. I see theirs because they just care. But at the same time, you asking me the same question every day, it's just gonna drive me crazy, and I'm gonna be like, fuck
Yeah, and
off,
this is
honestly.
some your Achel feet. I mean, like this is the
soft, yeah.
soft, and this is something that you feel, and it's painful because it's not hard to find the job. It's not hard to find the
just
job
don't
that
want
will
to.
bring you pleasure,
Don't want to.
not pleasure, and then it's very it belongs to all aspects of your life. Sometimes it's not everything goes smoothly, and you just need to support, but not put the pressure and ask every single day how it's going on.
Yeah, guys. So you said basically we girls have a bit different perspective
Yeah.
than you guys.
Yeah.
And you said you want from your like immediate I don't know friends.
Social
Yes,
group, yeah.
yeah.
You want support. You want encouragement. What is this support and encouragement? How does it look like?
Okay.
Encourage you to do what you love, not what you have to.
No.
How to?
No.
That's how
No.
I see it.
My friend circle, I don't want them to push me to do what I love if that me doing what I love does not get me to where I want to be. Right? So what I want is financial independence. If I'm chasing a career like acting and modeling, right, where the jobs, it's a scarcity in that industry, right? So they're going to say to me, yes, that's what you want to do it, but at the same time, go and make your fucking money because waiting for this is not going to be enough for you to survive on.
Yeah,
Right?
I hear that.
So they're thinking in terms of longevity and in terms of my survival right now. And the ultimate goal for me is to be financially independent. And if I'm able to make money and become financially independent through another means, I want them to motivate me in that way. Does that make sense?
I think that's
Like I have my goals and
contradicting,
passions, but I think following your passions is a luxury. What's a necessity? Survival.
Very true.
Yeah.
Right?
but it's
So you
hard
have to
find a
take care of
balance between those
necessities.
two.
No, there shouldn't be a balance. Take care of necessities. When you're comfortable with those necessities, then go and follow passions. That's my perspective. Does that make sense? If you can't keep a roof over your head, there's no point of saying I'm an artist and I'm going to spend years on end, but the rent is due and I can't afford to pay it. I'm 2 months behind, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Take
yeah,
care of
yeah, I agree.
necessities, then go and follow your
Yeah, but
dreams
it's
and
so hard
passions.
to find a balance though, especially in London. It's just life is so
Yeah, because if
busy
you will
and-
just
No,
follow
no.
your necessities, then you don't have
Time to follow your passion.
and energy to follow your passion. Just come home, watch Netflix, eat, and
So
then
you
go
do
to
have the
sleep.
time, but you make the wrong choices.
Yeah,
Instead
but-
of spending an hour on Netflix, what do? Go and do your side hustle, your actual passions, look for
Very
jobs
true.
and related to that.
Yeah,
Right?
if you work, nah, man.
But yeah, the vast majority of your full time, because you know we have full time. It's in the morning when you woke up, you had your breakfast, you full of energy,
Right?
Yeah.
and you spend this main pure energy
At work,
to work which you don't like,
Okay.
and what's left,
you,
it's
look,
not.
you feel like
it's not.
shit.
Then you don't have enough passion. You don't have enough passion because
Of
if you would
course.
rather sit or lay around or go out with your friends than follow your dreams and passions, then your friends and these things are more important to you than your dreams and passion. Because your time you're choosing to spend in one place rather than the other. Does that make sense? Do you
That
understand where
makes
I'm coming
sense on
from?
paper,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, but it is not working in real life.
do you work at the
No.
moment?
It does work in real life.
Yeah, but do you work at the moment though?
Yes. I've got my own thing set up, ready to go. I'm not going to discuss that, but yeah, we'll talk another time.
Alright, cool.
But I've got shit ready to go.
Alright, but my point is you don't work 9 to 5 or like you don't
Yeah.
work every single
but
day.
that doesn't mean a source
Yeah,
of
but that's
income
why
doesn't
you
have to be a 9
that's
to
why you
5.
have time to
It
be
doesn't.
here now.
Yeah.
you
Like
know?
my brother was saying earlier, it's so easy to make money online right now.
So easy.
You still need to weigh it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you need to have some kind of enjoyment, whether you flip the script upside down. You go and do warehouse work, but you still like getting fit. You like
Right.
You like
Okay.
getting
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah.
You flip the script up down. How can you, excuse me, transfer that and try and turn a negative of I'm not at the gym right now. How do you flip that negative into a positive? Okay, I'm asked to go and instead of use the machine, can I go and carry these with my hands?
Okay.
Do you know what I
Creative.
mean?
Yeah. Incorporate the two. Mix the two up. Exactly.
But at the same time, you work a 9 to 5, right? That's 8 hours of your day. Call yourself an hour each day for traveling to and from work.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
might work from home.
Yeah.
You sleep for 8 hours a day. What are you doing with the other 6? What really are you doing with your other 6 hours of the day?
That's true.
Because that's a lot of time. People say, "Oh, my work takes up my whole day." But you've got nearly about the same amount of time at home.
Yeah.
When you're going to be watching Netflix, or you might be walking the dog. If
Yeah.
you're walking the dog, why can you not walk the dog and be on your phone and try and create your side hustle at the same time?
Thank you.
Yeah, but for example, like especially if you're doing modeling or acting, sometimes they can call you for a job the night before, and they can be like, I need you there tomorrow at 10, and you want to do it because it's something big, but then you need to be at work all day. How is that gonna work?
So you have to
How is
choose.
that gonna work? It's
You have to choose
impossible.
where you are
That's what
responsible
sick
and
days
where
are
you
for,
are.
like.
Yes, but
I've experienced that. So I
Same.
used to help my dad run his family business, well, our family business, but I don't do it anymore because I quit.
you quit your family business.
Yeah, because I never had time for myself. I used to work 10 hours a day, like from 7:30 until sometimes whatever time, like literally till midnight sometimes. But because I had to put in because it's family business. So I did that for about 8 years.
Oh, that's long time.
I did that for about 8 years, and I had loads of like contracts for modeling and stuff come through for like Nike, Coca-Cola adverts. They wanted to take me abroad and stuff.
And did you reject them?
I had to reject them.
Oh no.
I had to reject. I did that for 8 years.
Okay, but you could talk to your family, no? Like
Oh no, that's why I've stopped.
that's why. Yeah, okay,
So
okay.
now I'm free. I've got freedom to do what I want.
Exactly.
And now I'm like, it's all about freedom.
It's a difficult decision
true.
to make.
It
I'm
is.
happy. I'm happy for you that
Yeah.
you made that decision.
Yeah. And they're happy, but at the same time, they're on my case, man.
Right, guys. So back to the topic of how does your social circle impact you?
I don't think there is anything more for me to say. I don't.
What about your social, let's say Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram circle.
Do you have someone blocked because you don't want them to see your stories?
Yeah, my parents.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, like
No.
I've got 2 Instagram accounts. One's a private one, that's for like family and friends. And then
Really?
I've got the main one, which is like my parents
For
won't see
everyone.
that. Yeah.
Because
Oh
why?
my
Because
God.
you swear.
Because they will judge.
Yeah.
Your parents have Instagram?
Yeah. They don't know how to use it, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just in
they just
case,
wanna
they
they
just
just wanna
in
see
case.
what's going on.
Because my mum always pops up to my private one, but I don't really post on my private one. So when I do, she's like, "Where you going? What's this?" And I'm just
Oh my
like, "It's
God.
best you don't see my other one."
Yeah.
That's too much for real. I can never. Listen, I don't even answer the phone sometimes. Let alone like.
No, I always
answering-
answer the
too.
phone.
Me
I always
too.
answer the phone.
That's why I'm
Sometimes
glad
I
I have
don't.
brown Asian parents that are not on Instagram or TikTok or
That's
any of
the
that
perspective.
My
nonsense
parents are
because
not as well. But sometimes like they call me, like my dad for example, he calls me out of nowhere. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I'm going out. Oh, where are you going? What are you gonna do? I'm like, I'm 24. Like I don't have to explain to you where I'm gonna go and what I'm gonna do.
But I
I'm
don't
not-
think it's always them asking you to control you. They're just asking because they
just
just want to know what's
curiosity,
going on
yeah.
in life, what
They
you're
don't know
up
what to
to.
ask.
They want to know
Yeah.
your friends.
Yeah,
they
they
just
don't
want
know
a
what to
reason to
ask.
talk to you. Does that
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sense?
I know,
'Cause
but
feel
when
like-
you ask me too many questions, it's just no. I do my own thing. I don't need to explain to you anything. Honestly, that's how I feel.
But as well, it's result. You see, it's not even about social. We come to topic parenting, and it's about. I think this is result of something. This conversation. This is result because if they used to be your friends, I mean your parents,
Yeah.
whatever they ask, it can be okay for you. But it's because of something you don't want to say. You don't want to answer. Because if you used to be friends when you were 10, 15, all this
Because I know
age,
some I know some of my friends, they were friends with their parents then when they really needed their support. I mean, like in the age of 14 to 18, when you start forming yourself, when you build your life
When
vision,
puberty hits
whatever,
you and you start getting different,
yeah, and then the parents cut their any relationship, so you are absolutely independent, just live in my house, it's
This is
fine.
not my business.
Yeah, it's not my business, I don't want even to know, it has nothing to do with me.
sorry for
And then
interrupting.
they again start being friends. Come on, where have you been all this, like,
When I needed you.
yeah, needed you, because it was the prime time of you to be involved in my life. So this
So
is
this
the
is
problem.
the result.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't explain to my parents, but my dad is that type of guy that he's gonna like call me, for example, and he's like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm in Nude Green. Okay, but you live in Leighton and now you're in Nude Green. This is what's pissing me off.
Have you
But-
ever conversated with your dad about that?
Oh yeah, but he's just the worst. Honestly, he's just different.
Because I
type
feel
of
like if you
person.
generally sat down and had that talk,
Listen,
No.
the other day I was in Milan and he was just like, okay, so what time did your plane land?
Yeah.
Land? And I was like 6. So he was like, oh, did you see this and this? And I'm like, no, it was dark. And he was like, wait a minute. It was 6 o'clock, so how it was dark? And he started doing all this, and I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, if I'm telling you it was fucking dark, it was fucking
Just accept
dark.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Why
accept
you
it.
have to do like this whole investigation for no reason? That's what's driving me insane. That's why I'm the way I am. I don't explain myself anymore. I don't know. I've been doing it my whole life.
But Gigi,
It's over.
were
you
you
know?
friends when you were 15, let's say?
With your dad and mom.
Were you friends? Were you close on this time?
No,
So
So this is
me too.
I could never tell him. I'm just. He made me lie instantly about the smallest things. I do it because I know his reaction, and if I feel like I'm like this even now, I just lie for no reason with him because I'm not comfortable to tell him anything because there's gonna be another question and another question. It's just so complicated with him, man. I can't even explain it, but I always have to lie about something. I can never be myself. I can never be myself with my dad. Never, never.
And this is very common when either you are best friends and it becomes too much, or you never been best friends and now they trying to be friend when you are over 20 and
Yeah.
you like you never
very
been
You know,
there for
one
me.
time he caught me lying about my boyfriend because I lied to him that I have a Bulgarian boyfriend, but I had a black boyfriend. And eventually he found out and he was like, "You lied to me." I'm like, "What do you expect? Like, how could I tell you I have a black boyfriend? You're gonna
judge me.
You're
Yeah,
gonna not judge me. You're gonna probably have a heart attack.
Really?
Like, I'm not comfortable with you. Yeah, otherwise I would have told you. But
So this is not your fault.
this is not your
I don't
fault.
think it's my fault. Yeah, he said one time he was like, I feel like we are strangers, and I'm like, that's because of you. I'm not stranger with my grandma, with my uncle. I'm stranger with you because you can never make me comfortable with you. That's it. I don't know.
This is another problem, judging.
Yeah,
Like we judge people and
judge.
sometimes they are forced to lie.
Mhm.
Because they know they're gonna be judged.
I think that that's the difference between men and women's circles, though. Because, for example, my dad's not been around since I've been young or younger, and I've cut him out of my social circle. I don't speak to him anymore. I have nothing to do with him. I don't care if he goes anywhere around the world.
Right.
Like, I feel that male social circles have. It's so much easier to like just cut something off, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
instead of with women, they're more emotionally attached to a
Yes.
situation compared to the men. The men can move on from a situation quicker and just get over it, so to speak. Whereas the women will still have an emotional connection because, they went to we went to a rave one time. Like, that was a good rave. I enjoyed that rave.
Yeah. This
But now
too.
like, you got nothing in common. Like, why are you still talking? Like, what? From my perspective, I don't understand why they keep them about.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree to that. Completely.
Yeah, I can't imagine that whatever my parents will do, even I think you Gigi, like whatever your dad will do, you will never cut a relationship.
Oh no,
no,
never.
you
It's
will see, yeah.
impossible.
He is your dad,
Yeah.
and maybe
Well,
it's because
no, I don't.
But maybe it's
Listen.
about not male and female. Maybe it's about the society and environment we comes from. I mean, like we come from, so because we are from, I believe we are from a bit similar.
Similar.
Yeah, similar society, and I don't know about you guys, but
I don't know. I feel like I'm at that stage of my life where I don't want to lie about anything.
It's all part of maturing, though. That is being honest with yourself and
Yeah.
honest with people
Yeah.
around
But
you.
you know what?
I feel like
Just
I'm not a
that
kid
dynamic you have with your parents, well, your dad, and then with your grandparents is, if you are harsh on your kids, trying to discipline them, then you can be nice to your grandchildren. Does that make sense?
I think that's
Maybe,
very
yeah.
true.
But if you are too nice to your own kids and not disciplining them, keeping them in check, then you're gonna have to continue babysitting your children when they get married, when they have children, when you have grandchildren, because you haven't told them or taught them how to get up and be responsible, take responsibility. Does that make sense?
100%.
Yeah.
It's important to have discipline, especially like it's like a passing of a baton, basically.
Yeah.
As far as
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see
yeah.
it.
I see.
So
Yeah.
I was brought up, not necessarily. I was given my own space to allow to investigate what I wanted growing up, but I was still strict under the fact of you still need to be performing. So your grades need to be good. You still need to be attending your sports.
Yeah.
Like discipline is it comes in many forms. Like it just depends on people have different upbringings, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like mine was just make sure that you're focused and whatever you do, just put 100% into it. Whether it be going to work on a building site, whether it be doing your dances online, doing TikTok, whatever it is. But just as long as people are determined, or you're, what's the right way to say it? Like it's a different thing being strict and being encouraging. So if you've got strict parents that won't allow you to flourish, I don't think that's a good thing, because like just because your parents used to work in a supermarket doesn't mean that I have to then follow your footsteps and work in a supermarket. I might grow up. My social circles have changed growing up. They might change further into the future, but as long as you're focused on what you're doing, there shouldn't be a problem with it. And that's where I think parents, like from our generation of parents, they don't see that perspective. They think the baton's passed. Times haven't changed. Time has evolved so much in the last 15 years compared to any other 15 years in history. Maybe apart from when the world wars are happening, like post the world war and the world changed. Like the world has changed so much. The social dynamic, like the mental dynamic of the world. 25 years ago, what was depression? Do you know what I mean? There was nothing.
Yeah, there was
such
no
thing as
depression.
And now depression's like one of the most commonly used words.
That's
every
so true.
Yeah.
I think it's hard for everyone, even like our parents, us, our friends. Everyone in the world's going through something,
Yeah.
and everyone
Yeah.
struggles to say like discipline other people.
Yeah.
But then you got to see it from your parents' point of view. If they don't say anything, then how does it look from someone else's perspective that you've raised your
Their
kid,
parents are not
you've
bothered,
raised
yeah.
your kid
That
like
you
that?
don't care,
Like,
basically.
This is how you've raised your kid. So
Yeah.
so you got to understand it from everyone's point of view, and it's taken me like 20 years to realize that it's care.
I know, but you're
Yeah.
getting more mature,
Yeah.
obviously. But okay, but do you think you're like friends with your parents?
Yeah, I am now. Yeah.
You're
Yeah, but sometimes it's a bit too much, but I am now. Like I spent the whole 3 weeks with my parents when I was in Thailand.
Yeah, but I mean,
didn't
are
go
you
with no one else.
comfortable to share with them? Like, if you have a problem, are you comfortable to tell them or?
I
ask
don't
them
talk.
for
I don't
advice?
talk about anything like that. I just keep it sweet. Like I don't. Like my parents will say like, "Oh, if you need advice, come talk to us." But I don't really.
You don't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Can
don't
you talk
really.
with your parents about, let's say, sex?
Yeah. Can you talk?
Oh, no chance.
Why?
Nah.
I don't
Some
anyway.
people listen. Some people do. They literally talk to their moms about
Yeah.
like dick size and all that. I'm like, what?
It's too much for me.
Not like
No,
details,
no,
but she'll be
no,
like,
no.
Whatever, but
"What about this person?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever."
Yeah,
So
but
they
the
know.
basic
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, the basic
The
stuff.
basic
Yeah.
stuff,
So
yeah.
not like, "Yeah, mum, like last night."
I smashed
Yeah.
out
No,
that
no,
chick.
no,
you
no,
know?
no.
My dad tries to do it to me, but I'm just like, "Bro, what are you talking about? Bro, you're old, man."
Yeah, my pops. Yeah.
I don't want to hear about your stories, bro.
it's a different type of conversation.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's got social circles for different things, right? So you might have your friend that you might call up and say, "Yo, I'm looking to just go out and get wasted this weekend. Let's just go to a rave, like just have a sick time." Someone's got their social circle that they'll go and talk to about,
Serious
okay,
stuff.
like how's work been, like them general conversations.
Mm.
And I think a parent's social circle is totally different to anything that anyone at our age offers.
Yeah.
Some parents still try and live like they're young, but they're parents. They're
Yeah,
like-
but still, they're
they-
parents.
They've been through it. I understand. Like we're saying, time's different. But there's certain people that you talk to about certain things.
Yeah.
I feel like I want one day if I have kids, I want them to be able to tell me anything. I want to know what's going on in their lives. I don't want to feel like I don't know my own kids, you know.
Yeah.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the flip side. So you see how
I
you
don't want
say.
it to be too comfortable though. But still,
There you
still
go.
have-
Everyone has
It's
a blurred
hard.
line.
It's hard.
So you see how
I
you
know.
said when you
It's
tell your
not-
dad you're going this place or that place or you're going clubbing, you wouldn't say that to him, right?
No, to him, never, no.
So right now, if your kid says to you that, oh, mom, I smoke weed or whatever, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
If you used to smoke weed and you came to realize at some point that this doesn't benefit
I'm
me
gonna
in any
explain
way,
to them though.
there you go. You're going to explain it to them, but the kid's going to be like, oh, she's coming at me.
Yeah.
You understand? Then the kid will not disclose anything to you in the future because, no, I understand your heart is in one place, yeah?
I know, but at the same time,
Right.
it's. I
So
get
that's
it,
the
I get
same
it.
with the
Yeah.
parents and kids right now. So the reason you're not disclosing certain things with your parents is because you have disclosed something in the past which didn't sit right with them, and when they tried to advise you based off of their experience or
Yes.
what you know from their perspective, you thought, okay, I'm never confiding in you again because you don't see my point of view and you're just shutting me down,
Yeah.
saying don't fucking do this, don't do that. You know, you're only focusing on the negative. Just let me have fun. I'm young or whatever. But you have their best interest at heart.
I don't
There's
know about
the-
you, right? But growing up, you kind of, as a parent, from my perspective as being a young kid, you can push the boundaries. Like your social engagement with parents is you can push the boundaries, but once you've reached that boundary, it doesn't just get stopped there. It gets
Yeah.
reclined back a lot more instead of
It's
just
true.
like.
Yeah,
So, for
that's
example, you want to talk to your parents about how your day's been. Of course, they're going to conversate about that. But as soon as it starts going into, for example, how's your work been? How's this, that, and the other? Like, you don't want to talk about that. So that's when you start losing a lot of connections, like a lot of interaction points with your parents and stuff.
Okay, guys,
I mean, it's-
sweet. That's been interesting. Loads of different perspectives, different ideas, and I fucking love that because
It's a different-
I was
Yeah.
listening and
It's
everyone
a
was giving
hard
like
one.
really valid points from different angles, and I'm like, yeah, I like that. For you,
Yeah, 100%. Always.
Cool.
Come on.
sweet. I think that's
Thinking
enough.
about
She's
life
deep.
right now,
I'm just
She's
thinking like-
deep.
Yeah.
Get the tissue. She's gonna cook
No,
for her dad.
because-
Anyway. Go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Take care of it.
Shut up.
I just had a whole conversation about you. Leave me
I'm
alone.
sorry, I understand now. I get it.
No, but I've really like understood a lot of things now when I'm more grown up than when I was young.
More grown up than before we started the podcast.
Yeah, she grew in the past hour, right?
Evolution of
Right, well,
Jeez,
guys,
deep,
thank
you're
you so
deep.
much for joining us. Thank you for giving us your opinions, your ideas, because it grows us. We enjoy it. Plus, those guys watching see the same topic from a variety of different perspectives. And then, yeah, tell us what you agree with, what you don't agree with. Put it all in the comments because we want to hear your side of stuff because you're also our friends. Right, until then, stay active on our social media and keep following, liking, subscribing. Everyone's details will be linked below, Instagrams, whatever. Till then, keep it blunt.
Bye.
Let's go.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're enjoying this session, please give us your opinion down in the comments. We would love to hear from you.
Like, comment, subscribe, and check out all our social media platforms because it helps us continue to do what we're doing, like producing this sort of content for your entertainment and knowledge. Until then, keep watching Blunt.